Open the gate! Open the gate!
Supreme, this is Supreme Dillon. You're under arrest for murder. Look down at your chest. Look down at your chest. This is a taser capable of 50,000 volts. All right?
Police!
So let's clarify, it's for Saul Murray. Saul Murray. Saul Murray.
What's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's having a good day. Today we got a story about how a father of 6 lost his life over 2 fake Rolex watches. Today we're taking it to the UK, Luton, Newtown to be exact. So if you out in that area, shouts out to you. February 2022, 33-year-old Sal Murray posted a picture of him wearing 2 flashy watches like any other day. Known to be a little flashy and arrogant on Instagram every now and then, so this picture was nothing out of the ordinary. But it seems it got the attention of the wrong person. 36-year-old Supreet Dillon saw the watches and soon contacted Sal. But not to buy the watches. From Sal's point of view, her intentions were pure. It was more so a conversation starter. The two texted over Instagram before moving their conversation to WhatsApp. The two got further acquainted over text for the next 2 weeks, and it wasn't long after that they met up at Sal's apartment for drinks. Supreet didn't show up alone. She brought 21-year-old Timidayo. Sal didn't mind the extra company as they all kicked it off and had a good time. It's pretty much speculated that they engaged in sexual activity until Sal started to feel the effects of what was reported to be his drink being spiked by a drug called gamma hydroxybutyrate. Try saying that 3 times. For those unfamiliar, GHB is often used to promote relaxation and help those with sleeping disorders, but when used in higher doses can cause dire consequences. Once the drug took full effect in a weakened state but not being completely knocked out, the girls contacted the other 2 accomplices to the murder, Akim Alfia and Cleon Brown. The men were given Sal's address, and upon entering, Alfia was seen with a knife. Although Sal was heavily sedated and outnumbered 4-1, Alfia used the knife he brought with him and stabbed Sal in the leg, causing him to bleed out and later succumb to his injuries. Sal was fairly new to the area, so he didn't have too much furniture or too many belongings. The force searched through Sal's apartment, retrieved the watches, and left. Sal was found the next day, lying naked in a pool of his own blood in the entry of his home, which led to the police being called, which prompted an instant investigation. Arrests were made within 24 hours of finding Sal's body, along with video surveillance. The police retrieved Sal's phone, went through it, and were able to track his WhatsApp messages back to Supreet, being the last person he communicated and met up with. That led to Timidayo's arrest. The vehicle used to get away from the scene was traced back to Cleon Brown, which led to his arrest. But honestly, these 4 should be covered on the dumbest criminals because they did a crime and didn't cover any of their tracks. It's almost like they wanted to get caught. Akim Alfia, being the last to be found, not seen too much on video surveillance covering his face, was tracked in the most unique way. Apparently, the jacket he wore the day of the crime, only 69 of those jackets were purchased online, and you guessed it, one was sent to Akim Alfia. He was also seen in surveillance footage in a nearby store with Cleon Brown wearing the same exact jacket with his face shown. It was later on discovered that both watches were indeed both knockoff designer watches. Supreet Dillon, 36, was convicted of conspiracy to rob and manslaughter and was sentenced to 10 years. Timidayo, all denying she had any involvement in planning the murder or robbery of Sal Murray, was convicted of conspiracy to rob, manslaughter, and was sentenced to 7 years. 29-year-old Cleon Brown was convicted of manslaughter and conspiracy to rob and was sentenced to 11 years. 31-year-old Akim Alfia was convicted of conspiracy to rob and murder with a knife, was sentenced to 25 to life.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
That honestly, I am traumatized that I'm here, that I'm linked to any type of murder.
Yeah.
I don't know the poor soul, and I'm very gutted that he's dead. Honestly, I didn't murder him. I didn't harm him in any type of way. I'm honestly just an undergraduate student. I just wanted to get my degree.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that now.
Okay.
That's all I want to say.
Okay. We have some stills from the CCTV that was taken from the location of the actual murder. Right, female 1. Right, that's Supreet. We're saying female 2 is you. Do you agree?
No comment.
Is that you?
No comment.
Because it looks like you.
No comment.
We actually have that coat that we seized from your home address. That's your coat, isn't it? That's what you had on. You come out of the building at 02:27. You come out and you stand outside, and we can see that you start your phone starts flashing like you're taking pictures. What are you taking pictures of?
No comment.
Were you not taking pictures, or were you just shining a light on your phone?
No comment.
Were you trying to alert others to where you were?
No comment.
Trying to guide them in?
No comment.
That's what you were doing, weren't you?
No comment.
You re-enter on your own, and then the males follow you. So basically, you're showing them where to come. Do you set us all up
No comment.
to be murdered?
No comment.
Who was it who actually did the deed?
No comment.
This is all just not a coincidence. Your phone's there, Sapreet's is there. That's not a coincidence. So why were you there?
No comment.
No comment.
Have you ever had sexual contact with Sel?
No comment.
Have you ever had sex with him?
No comment.
At 2:45, you've gone out into the communal walkway. You go to the front door, you open the front door and you prop it open using one of the brooms in the hallway already. Tell me about why you did that.
No comment.
Who were you leaving the door open for?
No comment.
Why were you leaving it open?
No comment.
So what we believe has happened is that 2 males have been let inside the property by you leaving the front door propped open. There's been some kind of argument and something has happened, and then Sel's murdered.
Who are these 2 men?
No comment.
When one of these men leaves, he's clearly got a large knife with him. And we know that Sol was stabbed and received a fatal stab wound. We know that there are drops of blood going out of the flat around the corner, which is Sol's blood, dripping off that knife, no doubt. Okay, so you cannot fail to notice what had gone on in that flat. It's your opportunity now to tell your side of what happened in that flat, because we know you were there. Why have these 2 men come into that flat?
No comment.
What reason have you brought him into that property between the 2 of you?
No comment.
Was there any intent from you to steal anything from him while you were inside that property?
No comment.
Did he owe you any money?
No comment.
Why was Sol found naked?
No comment.
My condolences goes out to Sal's family, especially the 6 children he left behind. It's a crazy world we live in where somebody will take your life over a material object. These material objects can be easily replaced, whether real or fake, but a human life, there's nothing you can buy or rob that will equal the cost of a human life. But everybody, be safe, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, get in the comments, tell me what you think about all this. I'll catch y'all in the next one.